I'm a constantly tired pigeon, and people quite often ask, how do you keep it together? How do you do all the things? Secret is, I don't. I am a high-functioning disaster that you can't look away from. That's me. My name's Christina Miller-Weston. I am an actor, producer, singer, sometimes dancer, triple threat with a BFA in musical theater, hair toss. Also, I would like to be clear, I didn't buy the Bratz mug. My daughter did. She said, "You are a drama mama." Thank you. I spent first chunk of my career traveling the world, performing on every kind of stage, from a 99-seat house here in Los Angeles all the way to stadiums in Australia. And I loved it. I really did. And then there came a point where I got to do some TV, and I got to do This Is Us and the L Word Generation Q, and yes, some Lifetime films. Thank you very much. We all have that rite of passage with a Lifetime film. Am I right? I'm still waiting for my rite of passage on Law and Order. If anyone's out there listening from the Dick Wolf world, I'd love it. But I've done a lot. And a few years ago, like 3 years ago, I decided, I really want to make shit. Like, I want to be in charge of that narrative. And so I made my first short film in 2023. And it was featured in 19 festivals. It won 11 awards, including Best Actress at Venice Shorts. Thank you very much. You can go watch that on this channel if you want. Now I have a slate of projects, and I'm working with 3 collaborators closely, and I feel fulfilled. I'm still doing it, like right now, learning lines for an audition for a short film, a psychological thriller, as you do. And I'm excited about that, right? And I love to make, just gonna hold for the dogs. Bear. Let's talk about why I do what I do. I think it's really important to know why artists are artists, why they choose to keep showing up and going through the hellscape that is this industry. So the reason I show up every day is because of the little girl in the back row. At least that's what I love to call her. This was an experience I had when I was doing Barbie Live the Musical. Yes, you can watch it here on the YouTubes. But I played Teresa, one of the leads, and so after every show, we would have to do meet and greets, and this happened when we were in Indonesia, I want to say. When we were there, we were doing a meet and greet. I was exhausted. I was annoyed. Barbie and Ken were fighting, and it was not a life fantastic in plastic, right? And we aren't supposed to like hold the kids, obviously, legal liability, yada, yada. But this dad puts this little girl who's got to be like 7 or 8 on my lap. And I wasn't sure why she wasn't walking, why she was being carried. And I looked down, and her leg is covered in what I later learned are called tree bark warts. And I realized in that moment how much pain she must be in, and that we are in a country where the tickets to this show must have cost those parents a year's salary minimum, and then they paid extra to do this meet and greet. And here I was panicking and thinking that I was never going to be taken seriously as an actor because I did Barbie Live the Musical. And it was in that moment that I realized for 2 hours, I got to give this little girl some relief and put her into a fantasy world, into a universe where she can be a princess too, where she can be a Barbie. And she was getting to talk to her favorite Barbie, the purple Barbie. That was me. And that was when I realized why I show up every day, is for the little girl in the back row who you get to inspire for 2 hours, for anyone who has pain in their day and they show up in a movie theater, in a regular theater, at a comedy show, in an audition, I don't know. And for that amount of time, whatever it is, we get to provide them with relief. Whether we make them cry, whether we make them laugh. And that is a privilege. And it's a privilege I will never forget that I have. And I'm not always in control of my career. Other people have to make decisions if I'm good enough, if I look the right way, if I whatever. And I don't care, because when I do have the privilege of telling a story, I get to inspire someone that day. So that's why I do what I do. And that's what you're going to see when you're at my channel. Okay, I think I've got myself together a little bit more now. Okay, so why you're here? Because I hope to make you laugh. I hope to make you cry. I hope to give you some inspiration and hope. Being an artist right now in the world is really, pardon my French, fucking hard. It's really hard. The world's a disaster. It's a dumpster fire. But art creates change, I believe. Without it, like, there's no way for us to learn about ourselves. And so I will continue making art on whatever scale I am blessed to make it on. And so here you will see the good, the bad, the ugly, because truth is, I don't know any other way to be. And you're going to learn about my projects. You're going to learn about how sausage gets made, at least as best as I can, without boring you to tears, because sometimes it's really, really boring. Like, some of it's boring. Like making an investor brief. Have you ever had to make an investor brief? Let me tell you, I have a BFA and fuck all. I don't know how to make an investor brief. So lots of learnings over here about waterfall documents and how do I say, listen, these other movies made money. You could too, although you may not. Please give me $1 million to make a movie. So that's what you get to see here. I will do another video talking about my slate and what we're currently working on, and we'll break all that down. But for now, I wanted to welcome you to my channel and say Cool Beans Productions is a place for the misfits, the weirdos, the people who go against the grain. And we're here to inspire, uplift you, give you a little bit of hope, and be a drama mama. So welcome to the chaos. Happy to have you. Make sure you hit subscribe because, well, otherwise, how are you going to know when I'm talking at you? I promise I won't rant that much. I will try. I will do my best. I love a soapbox. Anyways, welcome to my channel. Welcome to the chaos. And there's about to be a dog on my lap. Come on, buddy. He loves to sit on my lap. This is good dough. Thanks, bud. I love you. Yeah. Cheers to the misfits.